Q. Helmut, you are famous for being a no-nonsense guy.Ca and you talk us through your view of 2017 for both Red Bull teams. Let's start with Red Bull Racing and your views on the car, drivers, power unit and circumstances. Both drivers developed from last season. They pushed each other to the next level and hopefully next year to the very top. Helmut Marko on Ricciardo and Verstappen. Helmut Marko, the start of the season was not good. We had correlation problems that had forced us to start the season with a non-competitive chassis. We were able to change that at the start of the European season in Barcelona, and from Budapest onwards I would say that we had the competitive chassis we had in mind. I would even go so far as to say that sometimes we had an outstanding chassis. Engine-wise, and this was no secret, we had a lot of reliability problems, which hindered the engine manufacturer in further power developments. On our drivers, Ricciardo struggled a bit in the first half of the year, but then adapted, and on some occasions, was at the same speed, and sometimes even faster, than Max Verstappen. My verdict is both drivers developed from last season. They pushed each other to the next level and hopefully next year to the very top. On the circumstances, or let's say luck, we have more than 10 DNFs. Picture this. This outstanding record speaks for itself.Without, that we would have been significantly further up in both championships. P2 would very likely have been ours. Q. And what about Toro Rosso? The car, the drivers, the power unit and the circumstances? Toro Rosso started reasonably. Then they ran into unbelievable reliability problems. Unbelievable. Also in terms of the car development, it was not what it should have been. Now they are focused on next year and their cooperation with Honda. Since the announcement, all their efforts have been going into that. The drivers? All the drivers the team started the season with were gone at the end. Laughs. Carlos Sainz is loaned to Renault. Kvyat is gone, so Toro Rosso had to restart in mid-season with 2 blank pages. I think for the circumstances Pierre Gasly and Brendan Hartley did really well. And the good news is that Brendan doesn't have to switch anymore between Porsche and F1, so I am sure for next season Toro Rosso has a very promising driver lineup. Q. Coming back to Red Bull Racing, in your evaluation you seem to favor Max over Daniel. Why? I didn't favor him. But in qualifying he was most of the time faster. With 7 DNFs his season was not a walk in the park, and sometimes his morale was really down, but it was a steep learning process for him, and he came out better than he was before. His 2 wins were the proof.We don't have a number one. Both drivers are equally treated, and it is up to them to define the pecking order. I will always love the faster one. Laughs. I am very impressed with the facilities that they have, and their determination to win. It is just a matter of bringing everything together. Helmut Marko on Toro Rosso's new engine partner, Honda.Q. Why did Daniel Kvyat crack under pressure? Unfortunately we don't know why. Maybe because of that we couldn't cure it.I and his first year in F1 he was a revelation, often being quicker than Ricciardo. That's why we moved him to Red Bull Racing. But then suddenly his curve started to run south. This happens sometimes, unfortunately. We gave him more than one fair chance, but he could not use his potential. That's how it sometimes goes. Q. Brendan Hartley. Toro Rosso have never had such an old rookie. Was he the best available? I can only say Red Bull is different, so why not have a mature rookie?